Yellow Luckies, and welcome back to Alan Wake's American Nightmare. And I found some more pages. I also found this Magnum. I don't think it's better than what we have, so we're gonna keep with the sawed-off shotgun. I believe I'm missing one sheet. And unfortunately, I can't really do anything about it. I think it may have been in the second chapter, and I don't know if I can still get it, especially since I went through the beginning. It may have been back in the beginning of the actual level, so that may just be gone now. Gonna take, well, that's blocked off now too, so we're not even gonna take a quick peek there. We're gonna go and get the keys, because we are up to quite a bit now. Let's see, let's get up here where But yeah, I think that the one page I'm missing, which is the Old Gods of Asgard, is somewhere back at the very, very beginning, and I can't get it. Like, not the very, very beginning, but like the beginning of the level at this level.
I don't make friends easily. I know plenty of people, but I don't let most of them close. I've known Barry Wheeler ever since we were little boys. We had the time of our lives. I'd get us in trouble, and he'd talk us out of it. Things haven't changed that much now that we're grown-ups. He's the most loyal and dependable person I'd ever met, and all the things that count anyway. You could call him a weasel, and you wouldn't be entirely wrong. You could call him a clown, and I would reluctantly agree. But he has never let me down.
Alright. And the other two
I have seen the
pages?
darkness twist flesh into new shapes before. But encountering these giants is an extremely disturbing experience. It's as if the genre has been switched on me. There's something out of Pulp Fiction. Twice as tall as normal men and stronger than forklifts, their lumbering gait and slow-witted demeanor brings to mind some kind of mean-spirited caricature of a feeble-minded hillbilly.
And the last one.
Emma wasn't sure exactly when the man arrived at the motel. But from what she could tell, the party started almost immediately. It was infectious, spreading from one room to another. He was mercurial, almost as if he was flickering through the scene, telling a joke here, throwing an insult there, oozing sex and violence and excitement. She had never seen someone like this before. He looked at her and smiled, and she felt her heart flutter a little. She knew he was the kind of man mothers warn their daughters about, but she told herself it didn't matter.
Alright, so that's all the pages we have. We have 20 out of the 21, and we missed the one. She is safe. And we are gonna grab the keys.
The fate of countless individuals hangs in the balance, threatened by the machinations of the Herald of Darkness. And yet, for a moment, the Champion of Light breathes a little easier. He has saved one life. For this moment, it is enough. And soon, perhaps, he can put an end to this.
Now, at the observatory, there is possibly another page that I missed, because it was all the way back at the start when you first come
for what he hopes
to
is
the
the final
observatory.
time. The man feels anticipation and dread in equal measure. Soon, he knows he will have what he needs.
But fingers crossed, I may be able to get it still. We shall see.
Hello, I was expecting you. I've already taken care of the imaging array, but you should still look into securing the primary coolant flow. With some luck, you may be able to light the area before these things even show up.
Okay. Nah, they're already angry. I can't even get in. Just goes to show how prepped they are.
Very good. Illegal registration inside.
Right there, Doctor.
Ah, monkeys. I forgot. And they're gonna fling that car at me. Destroy all that. Get all angry. Oh, they so angry. They so frustrated. They so angry. Alright. Problem is, I think I need to get back there. We'll have to go around the other side to get back. In the meantime, though, we just have to survive. Oh god. Okay, let's go up here, grab this stuff. Reload our gun. Somewhere it sounds like there's still somebody after me, but I don't see them. It could just be this whole level. It has this feel to it. Because all the things that are trying to kill me. What the? Oh, well. Whoa, hey now. Yep, everything's just oh my gosh, what? How did I miss that? Oh, please don't tell me my way is, like, fully blocked. You know what? Let's have her. Alright, I want to go around this way and go down these stairs. I know there's a lot that's happening, and it's all happening behind me, and there's probably people that are going to be chasing me and all that stuff. But I need to get down over here because I was a silly goose and went straight here. That was the page I was missing.
As a storyteller, my first real love was crime. And it was in that genre that I finished my first novel, starring the perpetually miserable Alex Casey, whose entire life was a wound that never healed. The books sold as fast as they hit the shelves. I wrote 5 more Alex Casey books, and they all were bestsellers. I became rich. I became famous. Success brought pressure, and I didn't handle it very well.
Alright. So that's the page I was missing.
Thanks for tuning in for the second part of our interview with Serena Valdivia and award-winning photographer Alice Wake. Now, Alice, we were talking about your husband, Alan Wake. Is that a sore subject for you?
Well, a little bit. Of course it is. The way I see it, we had our good times and our bad times, and on the whole, we had a lot of good times. He really made me happy. I don't mind being reminded of him.
So you're over him?
I don't know if I'll ever be that, entirely. I still think about him every day, literally. I still find myself hoping for... Well, sometimes I think I see him just standing somewhere, watching me. I think most people who lose someone they love experience things like that. But on the whole, I'm doing all right. 2 years is a long time to adjust, and I'm not really the type to wallow in the negative.
Well, I know there are a lot of stories about Alan. He seemed to have something of a wild streak.
That's not really what our show is about, though. Look, all that stuff really gets blown out of proportion. He had his problems, but it's really frustrating for me because people like to talk. They love to tell these crazy stories. I never really knew him at all.
Well, it's great. Also, hey, the book still continues. It's on the TV. Must be nice to know that his work is still in the music. And he's also Alan's best friend. Do you two keep in touch?
We talk regularly. Like I said, he handles the business side.
I think we should talk about her film.
Yes, of course, you're right. I'm Eddie Rodman, talking to Alice Wake and Serena Valdivia, and we'll be right back.
I didn't really get to hear all of that because in the middle of everything they decided to attack, but I heard the majority. So we have, I think, 3 more pages that we do not have. That was just the hunting rifle. Let's check over here. Now let's check back around here. No pages, no nothing. No, okay. They're gonna show up right over here. Alright. I'm actually gonna run up this way instead of going the stairs. And we should be able to get the weapon that's on the opposite side of the observatory. No! Hi. I'm just looking for pages.
The man before Dr. Meadows was handsome and slick. He moved with lazy confidence and didn't bother to pretend that he wasn't staring at her. She didn't mind, at first. Then the man flicked open the knife and shoved her out of the control room so she wouldn't hear the signal, whatever it was. Outside, she pulled her lab coat closed and thought about running. She didn't. She didn't think she'd get very far. Not from him. She never was entirely sure why he spared her.
Alright. It's probably because he needed the rest of the message, and she's the only one that can really get it. Alright. Oh god. Not what I meant to do. I did not mean to shoot him with a flare, but hey. That happens, I guess. No pages back here. There's things that are developing. What's that? Alright, I want to go over this way. Grab that. Oh god. Whoa. Not what I meant to do. Let's get back up here. Is there a page over there? Combat shotgun. There we go. Okay. Let's see. Manuscript pages. Observatory. 14 out of 16. Everything is real as everything else. And new reality fragment 3. So I'm guessing one of those is going to be the thing that I get off of her, because she prints out details about, you know, that sort of stuff, and I... But the other page, I have no clue where it could be. And I know I am stocking up on supplies. For good reason. Let's see what he has to say in here.
This is what you look like. Does that bother you? I bet it does. I'm not just wearing your face, you know. It goes a lot deeper than that. There's a lot of you and me. All the best parts. At first, I was just an idea. But they kept telling all those stories about you. You already had that rep. And then you disappeared mysteriously. And then, the stories about bad, crazy Alan Wake came true. And here I am. That's the best part, isn't it? When that happens, you can always count on Cauldron Lake. I'm just as real as you are. And I'm the improved version. No fears, no doubt, no weaknesses, no self-deception here. I don't let anything drag me down. I know you like I know myself. I know it bothers you that I'm like this, that I use your name, crawl my way into your life. But I only do it because I'm better at being you than you ever were.
Sure, dude. Flashbangs. I got 5 flashbangs now. Checkpoint reached. What are they doing?
Scout! You need to protect the telescope or we can't complete the signal.
Ah.
Scout! You need to protect the telescope or we can't complete the signal.
Where are they? Well.
There, I have it. But I wish these things would stop blatantly violating the laws of physics in my observatory. That's just rude. Are you all right?
I'll live.
I'm glad. I'll send the lift down to you. I remember our previous encounters very clearly now. But technically, if this really is a loop in time, we've never met before. I don't know why our awareness persists, but it's bloody fascinating.
Yes, I'm sure it's super fascinating to you. But I'm the one who's getting his butt kicked.
You know, I know physicists who would give 15 years of their lives for a chance to experience something like this.
I'd imagine that being stalked by horrible axe murderers would curb their enthusiasm a little.
Clearly you've never met hardcore physicists.
I'm glad you're in such good spirits, but
The signal! Yes, it's completed.
finally. If all goes well, this should be the last time we go through the loop.
You know, I just realized that I don't have any memory of what happens after you leave. What does that mean?
I don't think it means anything. If everything goes well, you just keep going. I don't show up here like this again, no more bad guys. Things go back to normal.
Let's hope you're right. I'd love the opportunity to look into this in more detail.
Looks like you've accepted the situation.
I'm a pragmatist. If this is a delusion, at least my first psychotic episode is anything but boring. Really, Mr. Wake, at the end of the day, I'm a scientist. I love mysteries. I love not knowing. Whatever else this might be, it's absolutely fascinating. I wonder how far this reaches. Is everybody in the world experiencing this?
Who knows? I think reality's probably pretty fragile right now. Doctor, I can see you're very enthusiastic about this. I'd appreciate a bit of discretion.
Are you suggesting that we should suppress this?
No. You can do what you like, but I want you to leave me out of it.
But surely, with the things you know, the things you've experienced, you can replicate any of these results. We could...
Let me be blunt. If you drag me into this, I'll deny everything. I'll lie like my life depended on it. And writers are damn good liars. Word of advice. This is things man was not meant to know territory. You get into this, chances are you'll open up a door into a world of hurt. Believe me, I know.
I see.
Yep. Alright, I don't know where the other page could be, so...
In a strange way, he feels at ease. He is armed with his own words, and when the time comes, they will be enough, or they will not. For now, he's content to let the currents take him toward the final confrontation.
Honestly, guys, we may actually wrap this game up in this episode, depending on how long it takes me to do drive-in. The fact that I'm missing
Once
a few
more,
pages is
we
kind of
return to the
frustrating.
drive-in. If he's aware of the absurdity of arming oneself with a few sentences and standing against a power that can pierce time itself, he doesn't
We're
show
coming
it.
in from the other way.
The man has his share of weaknesses, perhaps more, but cowardice is not among them.
Okay, so... let's look here. Drive-in theater, 10 out of 16, so we're missing 6 pages. Most likely these 2 were in another stage. These 4 are probably the ones we can get. First steps first, I'm gonna actually look around back here because likelihood of it being somewhere around back here is a pretty high probability because we haven't actually been allowed to come in here yet until this time. But it doesn't look like there's anything here. So I guess we just go forward.
Oh, you got yourself a little plan, do you?
Yes, I do have myself a little plan. And you are an end of it. There we go. Quickly double check. Nothing there. Going through the middle. He has a little blocked. Reload everything. Come on. We're good. Alright. Flip it. And flip. Seriously? There we go. Can't get around this way, I gotta go through. And it's not sparking at me. Pages, pages, pages. Ah, bother. You'll have something waiting for me. Of course he does. Here, pop this light, grab my health, blocked the way around this way. Maybe if I jump. Nope, can't get past. Okay, I may have to swing back around that side though. It's not blocked. This way is the way to go. Let's go around this way real quick. Just for the purpose of seeing if there is anything over here that I missed. Page-wise, does not look like... No. Alright. But he's running. He's running. He's afraid.
You're never getting out of this, Wake. Never! Don't worry. I'll take care of your wife and your life.
Actually kind of like the music that's in it, even though I know for a fact, like, when I go to put this video up, I won't be able to get, like, I'm not monetized anyway, but if I were, I would not be able to make a cent on this because of the music that's included. And there really isn't a way around that with this game, I don't think. I don't think they have, like... It was back before all this... Well, not completely before all the trouble with everything, but oh god. Well,
What you think you're doing, but I'll send you right back to the beginning.
sure you will.
What? You think whatever it is you're gonna do is gonna make a difference? This'll end up just like before!
If it does, I get another chance. So, what's it to you?
I've been around for a while now, you know? While you've been indisposed, stuck in the darkness, I've been busy. I operate in the shadows, not always literally, you understand? I'm a little more resilient than those I've taken, but I do my best work in the dark. And there's so much darkness out there that goes deep, and the things that live in it are vast, big bastards. They don't mind getting a little bit of elbow room. All that chaos and madness, it doesn't really do that much down there. It's like pouring a glass of water into the ocean, right? But up here, yeah, you can really make an impact. All they need is someone to bring them all the way through. But first, I had to take care of you. You party pooper. You're stuck in an eternal cycle now. The sun's never coming up for you. Everything else? Do my thing. Get a bit of quality time with Alice. That's a little something for me. And I deserve it.
Alright, so we got another page here.
There's more to fighting the Taken than just burning away the darkness that protects them. When I'm fighting for my life, I find myself slipping into a state of intense concentration that makes the beam of my flashlight seem more powerful and focused. I used to think it was just my imagination, something brought on by the adrenaline and fear of death. But now I'm not so sure. I've been touched by powers that I can't begin to truly comprehend. And they've left a mark. I'm starting to think this might be a part of it.
I have a feeling there's gonna be a page down here, perhaps. Maybe, maybe not. Gosh. Okay, let's try. There we go. Okay. Because I want to swing up if I can. See if she's got any insight into what's going on around here. This closed. And while I'm at it, I can double check her pages. Because pages. Never know about the pages. It's just the car lights. Music kicks back in for his whole spiel. Already got that. We're good for ammo. Here.
Oh, hey.
I'm hoping I can put an end to this now.
You'd better. I really don't want that to happen to me again. It's like somebody vomited in my brain, like a sleazy movie that keeps looping in my head.
I'll stop this, I swear.
You know the part that's really screwed up? If you mess it up, it'll just keep happening forever, right? I don't think I can deal with that.
Don't think about that.
I don't think of anything but.
Hey, afterwards, when all this is done, look me up. This thing, I can probably help you deal with it.
I don't know. It's almost like I'm not even in the same world anymore. Everything's just weird now.
Yeah, I know. A lot of that'll pass with time. But being touched by the darkness, it's rough on you. It's a lot to process. And I just don't want you to get completely screwed up by this.
Might be a little late for that, to be honest.
Yeah, well, there's degrees. At least you're not at a point where you go around picking fights with people over not changing their light bulbs often enough.
What?
Never mind. All I'm saying is, you're not alone with this. And anyway, you're friends with Alice, so, you know, any friend of hers.
Thank you.
Alright. Get this and...
Hello, folks, and welcome to the third part of our pre-recorded interview with Serena Valdivia and renowned photographer Alice Wake. So, tell me about the film.
It's called Sunrise, and it really wasn't something I ever thought of as an actual film. It was just footage, things I saw and happened to shoot. It's not a medium I'm very much at home with.
You shouldn't put yourself down. You've got a great eye.
Maybe, but experience is another thing.
Because you're primarily a still photographer.
Yes, exactly. So I'm really used to thinking of the world in terms of snapshots. I frame something and try to pick the right moment, and then reveal that moment to people. Moving images are a different story. I'm still learning a lot about it, to be honest.
So, this is a new thing for you?
Or maybe I'm just a slow learner. But showing it like this is definitely a new step for me. It's a little weird taking something this intimate and showing it to everybody. Not that the material itself is somehow shocking. It's just that those were private moments.
But that's why it works, because it feels genuine. It's not so much a story as it is a sort of an echo, showing us how you saw your husband at the time. It's not really about the sunrise itself or Alan watching it. It's about you two together.
I suppose. It's funny, looking at it now, especially now that it's been edited like that. It takes on a life of its own, almost. It's a kind of a fantasy.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, you're right. I'm glad you talked me into it.
Alright. Oh, you flipped on the lights, but the lights didn't come on, and I'm not sure that's a good thing. But... let's go finish this, guys. Okay, there's no players or anything over there. Enter the access code.
Again, the champion of light enters the final trap. The new reality is almost here. All he needs to do is change the details of the scene, push it past the breaking point, and the rest will snap into place.
Alright. Late in the night, summer's almost over. Nor, spotlight, Alice's film. Alice's film. Where's the main projector? Alice's film. Aha. And I'm guessing it goes right there. Come on. Come on. All together now.
Oh, come on, buddy. Why don't you... What? What is this? No! No! You can't do this! All I did was take the things you always wanted and never had the balls to go for. It's my turn now. It's my life. It's my life.
Alan? Is it really you?
It's really me.
How? I love you.
I love you.
A woman, a man, two lovers, held apart for far too long, enveloped in the light of a glorious dawn. They both feel it. He's home at last. Are these actual events, or merely a dream? A memory, or a glimpse of what is to come? One thing is certain. This scene takes place in another time and another place, far, far away from Night Springs.
Okay, guys, so that was Alan Wake's American Nightmare. We have finished it. So now we just have to wait until Alan Wake 2, because it's official. It's been announced. Oh gosh. Past all this craziness. There we go. Okay. So, gosh, I mean, what am I missing? I don't think I missed any weapons. I missed some pages. We know that. I got all the radio shows. I got all the videos. I don't think it's really worth going back in and replaying just for the last bits of collectibles. So, gosh. Yep, that's gonna be it. So thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell icon to keep up to date on all the videos, and remember to free the feral wildflower in you. Bye bye!